You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the #1 sports talk show on the planet, The Doug Stewart Show.
This is a revolution in radio, the realest, trillest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show.
Broadcasting live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
This is sports talk for the people.
Follow Stewart Media and Entertainment right now on Facebook to stay connected and locked in for upcoming events like the Couples and Cocktail Series, viewing parties, and much, much more. Up next, get ready to ride raw with the Doug Stewart Show.
This is sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce, the Doug Stewart Show.
Exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TreeAtTheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com, America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STEW to play for free. That's STEW for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STEW, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STEW.
Doctor, this is the mayor talking.
All right.
Doctor,
Come on, what?
always do the right thing.
If you came here to hear for fake, you are in the wrong place. We are for real around here. We keeps it real. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the livest, the realest, the trillest sports talk show in America. Are you not entertained? This is Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce, the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Game time. It's game time, baby. What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. Shouts out to the studio audience already here today, doing their damn thing. And oh boy, got a great show for you today, as we do every single day, really. Thank you so much for joining your boy. Bring the beat back one more time. Can we bring that beat back one more time? Bring it back one more time. There we go. Thank you. So if you follow me on Twitter, all right, so if you follow me on Twitter, and welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, this is a fantastic, freaky, funny Friday. A fantastic, freaky, funny football Friday. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to get into. I'll tell you about that in a second, but while I'm thinking about it, if you follow me on Twitter, which you should follow me on Twitter. I mean, if you don't follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Stewart Media and Entertainment on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, all at the Doug Stewart Show, you are truly, truly missing out. But if you do follow me on social media, you see I've been posting these posts talking about this Budweiser new apple beer. let me just say this. This is why we're in the condition we are in America right now. And I promise you, we're going to get to the sports, and I'm going to tell you what we got going on here today. But I got to say this. I got to vent. So in 2015, first you had Young Thug. Okay. Then you had Bruce Jenner. Doing what he do, Bruce Jenner style or whatnot, Then you got beer that's sweet. You got apple beer. Apple beer. Budweiser's putting out this thing called apple beer. I guess it's beer that tastes like apple. And that's the problem. That's the problem with America right now. Hey, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The problem is that we send these kids mixed messages, these young boys in particular. First, we got Young Thug, like I said. Then you got Bruce Jenner. And then now Budweiser. I mean, the number one beer company, at least in this country that I know of, is marketing sweet beer. When you make beer sweet, when you add apple to beer, it's no longer beer. At that point, it turns into a wine cooler. Okay? And so it's an oxymoron. Beer isn't sweet. Like I said, you add apple to it and it's not beer anymore. So I just found that very troubling. I was watching TV. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I was watching TV this morning and this Budweiser apple thing came across the screen. I'm like, what? And then I just started reflecting, and all I could think about was the shop teacher in high school, the great Fess Manigault, when all he would say whenever something happened, and it was, it was kind of weird and kind of different, and he didn't think it was good for society going forward. He would just say, man, we living in a time, Fessa. We living in a time where they're making sweet apple beer, and I mean, it's very confusing to the children. That's all I'm saying. Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, man. Thank you so much for joining you, boy. You see the title of today's show. Chef Curry cooking dinners for winners. We got to talk about that, man. Golden State just tremendous last night. Come from behind, win 23 points. We'll get into that conversation, man. They got a game tonight as well. They stand at 13 victories. We'll get into that a little bit more. Titans, Jags last night. Your boy starts off the fantasy football weekend in dramatic fashion. Yes! Yes, sir. Who am I playing this week in fantasy? Let me see if I can pull it up already. We got a fantasy league with the Doug Stewart Show. So this week I'm taking on, Bussa's Blue Fi. Yes, sir. Kicking your ass real early, Bussa. Yes, sir. So we'll talk more about that. What else? Oh, big fight this weekend, man. Canelo Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. HBO. We're going to talk to my man, Jose Santiago from FightNews.com. Get his thoughts on the fight this weekend. This is a big one. Whenever a Mexican fights a Puerto Rican, I mean, it's going to be fireworks. I sound like Fred Sanford just now. Yeah. So we'll talk about the big fight this weekend. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm actually going to find a place to go out and watch that fight. We'll talk more about it a little bit later. It's getting hot in Baton Rouge for Les Miles. We'll get into that. Also, it's a Friday, so you know what it is. It's a fantastic, freaky, funny football Friday here on the Doug Stewart Show. So we're going to talk about the 4 biggest games in football. 2 college, 2 pro. We'll touch upon all the other games this weekend as well. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, thank you and welcome. You have found us. You have found us, shorty. Okay? This is the realest, trillest, most unfiltered sports and guy talk show in America. Right here on the Doug Stewart Show, man. A couple of things you need to do. You need to go to Spreaker.com. You need to follow the show. Hit the little follow button on Spreaker. So whenever we do a live show, and once in a while we don't adhere to the schedule, I mean, it's a very small percentage of time. We don't start at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. But every once in a while, there's an issue where we might have to come on a little bit different time, or we'll air another show on the network. So you need to follow the show on Spreaker.com. You also need to hit the chat bubble. That's where you're introduced to a whole new world of sports and guide chat. I call it the fantasy island of sports and guide chat. And its inhabitants are my friends, are my family, the Stewies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shouts out to all of the Stewies already in the chat room. I see you, Texas Tide, Fell Pay, 9-0 the Rhino, DeFinley, Vince Wright. What up, big Vince Wright? Big Smooth up there in Minnesota. Y'all got a big one this weekend. We'll talk about that later today. The Vikings. And so that's what we do around here. We talk birthdays. What else do? We do birthdays. We do top fives. Dougie Dailies every once in a while. We do Ball Penis Awards. We'll do that a little bit later today. Man, I just thought about that. Today is Thursday or Friday? Today is Friday. We got to have a Ball Penis nominees today. Okay, so we'll put that up in the Doug Stewart Show chat room, and we'll give you your Boiled Peanut winner a little bit later. Now, if you don't know what the Boiled Peanuts is, it's an award that goes to the Buster of the Week in sports and entertainment. Okay? So, we'll give you the Ball Peanuts Award winner a little bit later. Once again, we're going to talk to my man Jose Santiago from FightNews.com. And he's also a trainer, man. He's working out at Delgado Boxing, downtown ATL. You can check them out online at delgadoboxing.net. But we'll talk to Jose Santiago a little bit later today to talk about the big Canelo versus Cotto fight this weekend, all right? 404-382-0338. You still can call the show old school style. Once again, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. When we get back, man, Chef Curry with the 3. Man, I love that ninja. Oh, my gosh. They kill it. They kill it. So a lot of fun as we do every single day. Oh. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, something else you can look forward to, and I don't think we'll do it today, but every once in a while, I actually provide the listeners with the gift of song. I do. I sing. So it's just something to put a smile on your face, and if you ask the people in the chat room, the listeners to the Doug Stewart Show, they'll tell you that this boy can sing, all right? And so every once in a while, I'll even sprinkle a little bit of singing onto the show, like salt. Like you seasoning your ground beef or whatever, I sprinkle it on the show, all right? So you're welcome. The gift of song from me, Doug Stewart, on the Doug Stewart Show. All right, don't go away. Keep it locked. When we get back, man, we'll talk about the Golden State Warriors. They continue to roll. This is the Doug Stewart Show. We're back. The Two Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST. It's sports talk with hot sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen, at Hagen-Law.com for making it happen.
640 WGST in Atlanta. Search 640 WGST on iHeartRadio worldwide.
Yes! In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and number one independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975 and work it out.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic, freaky, funny football Friday. Shouts out to all of the Stewies already in the chat room. That's something I didn't mention at the top of the show. We also read a lot of chat here on the Doug Stewart Show. I didn't mention the chat room, but I didn't mention the fact that we read a lot of chat here on the show. That's what makes the show totally interactive, shouty. Yes, sir. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. The MVPs were named yesterday in baseball, man. No surprise in the National League, man. Bryce Harper wins your NL MVP. Congratulations to that young'un. 23 years old. Led the NL in homers, 42. Second best average in the NL at 330. In his first full season playing right field, he ranked 4th among NL right fielders with 7 defensive runs saved and was a Gold Glove finalist. So congratulations to Bryce Harper. And also in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays' Josh Donaldson wins the American League MVP. Congratulations to him as well. 5th-year third baseman in the AL. RBIs 123, was 3rd in the AL with 41 home runs. Had an 8.8 WAR, was the best in the majors. He beat out Mike Trout from the Anaheim Angels, or is it the California Angels, or whatever it is. I always forget what it is now. They change the damn name so much. But there's always this conversation about, Bryce Harper and Mike Trout came into the league basically at the same time, and who was going to be the better player. Both of these cats are phenomenal. I think that I would take Trout because I think Trout is a better defensive player. He's just like that 5'2" guy they always talk about. He can do it all. Great athlete as well. And he gets beat out this year in the American League for the MVP by Josh Donaldson. But congratulations to them dudes, man. Congratulations. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. I posted it in the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group and asked you who are your nominees for a Boiled Peanuts Award this week. And the only nominee that we have right now is Uncle Mike. You remember Uncle Mike this past Wednesday? I know. Uncle Mike might win it. Uncle Mike this past weekend, or not this past weekend, this past week on Wednesday I think it was, or maybe it was Tuesday, he uttered sheer blasphemy on the Doug Stewart Show. He said, and I quote, that Krispy Kreme donuts are just all right. So right now, Uncle Mike is your leader in the clubhouse for the Bust of the Week, a.k.a. the Boiled Peanuts Award this week here on the Doug Stewart Show. But Steph Curry, man, scored 40 points last night, and the Warriors shot 8 of 9 on three-pointers in the fourth quarter and came back from 23 points down to beat the Los Angeles Clippers 124-117. Their 13th consecutive win, man. All they need is 2 more wins to tie the 15 mark of starting the season off with victories. Man, I watched this game last night. I watched the entire game last night. I was in the bed till about, I think it probably went off right at around 1 o'clock, maybe even a little bit later, man. And the reason why I watched it, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, Ball Award to the Golden State Warriors. You know, usually, and it's hard, and I've said this before, it's hard being a fan of a West Coast team. If you're new to the show, I'm a Lakers fan, have been a Laker fan, you know, pretty much my entire life. It's hard being a West Coast basketball team fan because of, you know, obviously the times that the game's in or whatever. But the reason why I continued to watch this game last night, because I thought something special was going to happen. You know, I wanted to see, and they always say how NBA teams always make a run. They always make a run. I was like, I know Golden State's going to make a run. I knew they were going to make a run. And sure as my name ain't Sam, the Golden State Warriors got hot as fish grease last night. And the rest, as they say, is history. And I witnessed it. I witnessed it. Klay Thompson had 25. Harrison Barnes had 21. Draymond Green had 19. Andre Iguodala came up off the bench and made some big threes at the end of this game as well. And they got 13 of them down. All they need is 2 more. That's all they need is 2 more to tie the record of 15. Tonight, they take on who they got? They got the Bulls tonight at home. Bulls 8-3. That should be a good one. Derrick Rose has been playing some good basketball lately. Seems like he's kind of getting back to being the Derrick Rose that won the MVP a couple of years ago. But it don't matter. They run into a buzzsaw tonight, man, and it's going to be back in Oakland. Man, incredible what the Golden State Warriors are doing right now, and I said it before, and I'm going to continue to say it. And remember, I'm the first person you heard say this. The question isn't, will they win 72 games? The question is, will they lose 10? And if you watched this game last night, the Clippers had it going on. The Clippers couldn't miss. Chris Paul had a fantastic night, and still in a game where they clearly had, you know, their clutches, you know, in the clutches, that they had a complete control over, Golden State found a way to win. They didn't play their best basketball last night in the first couple of periods. They did not. Clearly they didn't. But they can hit threes so easily, and they can score so easily that you don't ever think that they're out of a game. And the Clippers ain't no punks. Okay, this is a squad. This is a good squad. They have a great coach and Doc Rivers. And still on the road, Golden State found a way to win that game last night, man. So Ball Award to the Golden State Warriors. I'm telling you, I am entertained. I am entertained by these boys. And Steph Curry, a.k.a. Chef Curry, with another 3, man. He's just fun to watch. I mean, he is fun to watch. I can't say that enough. Man, Ball Award to the Golden State Warriors. I mean, damn, they fun to watch. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let me read some of your chat here while we got a second. And once again, hit me up on the chat line on Spreaker.com. Hit the little chat bubble. It's kind of like a cartoon comic book bubble, and I read chat all day long. From the 47 problem, they need to body Chef Curry. Body that dude. He's too hot. Yeah, and that's the, you know, the wisdom out there that they keep talking about is you got to body him. You got to check him at the 3-point line. You damn near got to check him at half court. You got to make him go inside because he's hitting such a high percentage of threes. You'd rather for him get in there and you know, you run him towards the defense. I've heard all this stuff. Reggie Miller talked about all of the things that he would do if he was a coach to try to stop Steph Curry. But the problem is he has no weak points in his game. You know, it'd be easy if you says, well, we don't want him to shoot threes, so we'll run him in there. But he has such a great touch around the basket. He makes hard layups. He knows how to arc the basketball where it can get over the taller guys. His handles are phenomenal. His shooting is phenomenal. There's not one weak part of his game that you can really point at that you could say, let's try to make him do this because he doesn't do it as good as he does the other things. There's none of that. There's nothing. There's not one thing you can point at that you can say, this is going to stop this guy. I guess the only thing you could do, and I've heard this talk too as well, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, that he wouldn't be doing this. Who was saying this? I think Charles Barkley was saying this. And I agree. He would not be the player he is today if the rules were the same as they were 20 years ago. But it's not. So I don't even know why you're even talking about that. It's not. You can't beat up players anymore. The only way you would stop Steph Curry is beat him up. That's it. Is beat him up every time he comes through the lane, foul his ass. I mean, not just foul him, but hard foul his ass. And he did get a couple last night from DeAndre Jordan. But the only way you're going to stop this guy is to mentally get into his head where he feels like if he comes into the lane, he's going to get hurt. That's it. And they don't play that in the NBA today. They definitely don't play that with the MVP. So just stop even thinking about it. It's not going to happen. This man is going to basically be allowed to go into the paint and not get beat up like he would have 25 years ago, like playing against the bad boys from Detroit. That's not going to happen. Let's see, we got here from Lavelle. He says Bulls will beat that ass tonight. I got $1 that says they won't, Lavelle. Lavelle Maestro Love. I don't like calling you that either. From Uncle Mike. Here go Uncle Mike, already nominated. Already nominated. No. Oh, I see now. Now Uncle Mike wants some type of pity. Uncle Mike says Uncle Mike loves Krispy Kreme. Rescind that BPA. Nah, bruh. Nah, you nominated. How dare you talk about the great Krispy Kreme in a negative connotation? From Miss Mocha Bella, BPA Ronda Rousey. Oh, I mean Ronda Rousey. Okay, let me write these down. Uncle Mike. Tree isn't here today. Tree is the producer to the Doug Stewart Show. I think Tree already went on vacation for Thanksgiving. I mean, she's on a week early Thanksgiving vacation. So Uncle Mike is nominated. We just got a nomination for Ronda Rousey. For getting, I guess the reason she get nominated is because she got her ass kicked and she talked much trash. So it's been duly noted. Yeah, that'll be fine too. I'll check on the Facebook as well. But if you want to nominate her in the chat room, we'll read some of your chat and we'll get your thoughts as far as the nominations for the Ball Penis Award today as well on there. All right? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Have we ever given a listener the Ball Penis Award? And a lot of listeners have said a lot of out-of-pocket stuff here on this show where they should have been nominated. But there's always been a healthy respect factor for the listeners, a.k.a. the Stewies, and the Ball Penis Award. Kind of like on The Wire, it was an unwritten rule that you didn't go after people's parents, especially on Sunday morning. You remember that episode of The Wire when they went after Omar's mama, his grandmama? And Omar was mad as hell because they had some type of unwritten truce on Sunday morning. You just don't go after folks' grandparents on Sunday morning. You don't go up in the church doing that. She was going to church, and I think it was Stringer Bell set up some type of hit and shot his grandmama hat off. Y'all remember that? That's crazy how I remember all of the stuff from The Wire. But yeah, so we've had some type of unwritten rule against giving a Ball Penis Award to the listeners. Today, maybe we go back on that. Yeah, don't go away. Keep it locked. This is the Doug Stewart Show. In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and #1 independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree, at Tree@theDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree@theDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Beggars can't be choosers, huh?
If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. I'm so sick of this boy here. But he can sing. Andre, is it Andre? No, Jamal. Jamal from Empire. I mean, they're literally shoving this ninja down our throat. He can sing. He can definitely sing, but I'm getting sick of his ass. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. Don't forget, a little bit later, we're going to talk to Jose Santiago from FightNews.com. Get his thoughts on this weekend's big matchup between Canelo Alvarez and Miguel Cotto, which I can tell you right now who I'm taking. I'm taking Canelo. Alvarez is a beast. I had a conversation yesterday with a dude. Now, who did I have that conversation with? One of my frat brothers. And he was saying, he asked me who I liked, and I said I liked Alvarez. And when we were going back and forth, I thought about it. I was like, man, the fact that Floyd handled Canelo so easy really is a testament to how good he is. I don't know if you remember, but before that fight, I kept saying this is going to be Floyd's best test. And Floyd handled him like it wasn't even nothing. I like Canelo tonight. And I've always compared him to, he's got more power, I think, than De La Hoya had. But the thing that kind of, they remind me of each other in the accuracy of their punches. And they always landed clean shots. Once again, a high percentage of punches always landed power shots for both of these guys. Obviously, De La Hoya in his younger days. But Canelo is like that. He is. And I think Cotto's a little bit older now. I think he's lost a step. So I like Canelo tonight. What you're going to get from these two fighters, and I mentioned it earlier, the big talk about this fight, is that it's a Puerto Rican fighter versus a Mexican fighter. If you don't know anything about boxing, I can sum up what this fight's going to be like tonight. It's going to be a bloodbath. Because Mexican fighters in particular, Mexican more than Puerto Rican fighters, but Mexican fighters in particular, man, they don't back up, and they trade a lot of shots and they take a lot of punches. See, brothers that fight, man, there's a lot of finesse and style and skill that's involved with it as well. I'm not saying the Mexican and the Puerto Rican fighters don't have skill. But brothers ain't really trying to get hit if they don't have to. And there's a lot of them that do stand there and go toe-to-toe with you or whatever. But Floyd is a perfect example. Ain't nobody trying to get hit in their head for 12 rounds. But that's what they do. That's what the Mexican and Puerto Rican fighters do, man. They stand in front of each other and trade punches. They do. And so this thing is just going to be a war, man. I cannot wait to see this fight Saturday night. So a little bit later, we're going to talk to my man Jose Santiago from FightNews.com and get his thoughts on it, all right? All right, birthdays. This is where we do birthdays. Not a lot of real. Let me see. Let me look at this list real quick here. Celebrating his 34th birthday today, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, is basketball player Carlos Boozer. Happy birthday to Carlos Boozer. And then you don't look a day under 45. Carlos Boozer got them wrinkles in his head like a Shar-Pei. You know what a Shar-Pei is? Look up Shar-Pei dog. It's a dog, and it's got like a gazillion wrinkles. It don't have hair, really. And the dog is really kind of sick looking. But Carlos Boozer got them wrinkles in his head like that. Happy birthday to him, old wrinkle head Mickey Ficky. Dominique Dawes, gymnast, former Olympian. She is a little cutie pie. Happy birthday to Dominique Dawes. She turns 39 years old today. She looks like she could be, what's Will Smith's wife? Jada Pinkett. She and Jada Pinkett look like they could be sisters or something like that. Yes, Lord. Happy birthday to you. Oh, and so. Yeah. Happy birthday to her. Who else we got here? Oh, and celebrating his 32nd birthday. Man, you talk about lived a hard, long life, man. I talked about him yesterday at length. Rapper Future turns 32 years old today. You talk about from ashy to classy. And I keep mentioning it, I keep talking about it, and I've noticed it a lot more over the last couple of weeks. Every single time I turn on the radio and I listen to one of these rap stations here in Atlanta on 107.9 or Streets 94 here in the ATL, featuring the Breakfast Club, my homeboy Charlemagne the God. Every song that comes on, songs like Future. So this dude is really a trendsetter. Now, his beats and his style, you know, probably nothing I would choose, but I got to give him mad respect for his business acumen and his hustle. They say dude started out, matter of fact, let me pull up his, and you know I'm always a fan of hustlers. Let me pull up his personal bio here. What's this ninja name? This man's real name is Nevadius? Nevadius? How the hell your mama named you Nevadius? The Greek god of ghetto? Happy birthday to Nevadius Damon Wilburn, a.k.a. Future. He's an American hip-hop recording artist from Kirkwood. Oh, he's from Kirkwood. You better watch out there. You better watch out. I think that's where Bruce is from, too, Kirkwood, neighborhood of Atlanta. Kirkwood is real tough neighborhood in ATL. I think that's where they also shot. No, I was going to say that was Snow on the Bluff. That's another one of the hoods. After releasing a series of moderately successful mixtapes between 2010 and 2011, Future signed a major label deal with Epic Records and fellow American rapper Rocco's A1 Recordings, which helped launch Future's own label imprint, Free Bands. He subsequently began working on a debut album, Pluto, and in April 2012 released the album to positive reviews. The album spawned 5 singles, all of which charted on the U.S. Billboard Top 100. It was later repackaged in November as Pluto 3D. A second album, Honest, was released in April 2014. He also released a third album, Unexpectedly, DS2, in July 2015, which earned him his first number one on the Billboard 200. What was the TV show I was talking about? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. What was I talking about? I think it was like a Netflix special or something. I think I saw it on YouTube where they talked about the Atlanta strip scene. And so a big portion of this story, it was like an hour, maybe an hour and a half long. A big portion of this story is that basically Future is the one responsible for all of the music that you hear in the strip clubs. Like, he used to have some type of relationship with a DJ, I guess his DJ or whatever, and he used to, give him music, and his DJ used to play the music, and the club owners didn't know, and everybody just bought into it, and the rest, as they say, is history. So always been hustling. He's fathered 4 children with 4 different women. That's why he looks so damn old. I mean, that'll do it to you. Jessica Smith, Brittany Millet, India J, and he swole up that old fine-ass Sierra. Yes, sir. Drop a load in that ass. Hey, so happy birthday to Future, man. Him and Sierra were engaged in October 2013, but Sierra called off the engagement. Now she's messing with Russell Wilson. But happy birthday to Future, man. Doing big things. I always got much love for the folks from the A, especially trendsetters, especially hustlers, cats going to get their money. Hey, listen, man, this segment is brought to you by my folks from BV Mobile Apps. That's right. BV Mobile Apps specializes in apps for entertainers. That's right. So if you're a DJ, if you have a podcast, a great show online, you need to have an app presence in 2015. I can't say it enough. You got to have an app presence in 2015. Everybody got their phones, right? I mean, seriously. I can only imagine how many times I look at my phone a day, how many times I log into Facebook and all of that stuff. So everybody's on their phone. You got to have an app presence. I have one from BB Mobile Apps. It didn't cost as much as you think to develop, It doesn't take as long as you think as well. So go online and check out my folks online at BV Mobile Apps. Once again, that's BV Mobile Apps, Boy Victory, Black Vibes, BVMobileApps.com, and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, when we get back from the break, we'll mention what happened last night. Thursday night NFL on the NFL channel. Between the Jaguars and Titans. It was pretty good for me fantasy-wise. I'll tell you about that. We'll read more of your chat and do what we do. The funnest show on turf, man. I mean, seriously. The funnest show on turf. The Doug Stewart Show. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
Vegas, I believe, is the only state, or Nevada is the only state where they have legalized prostitution in these whorehouses, and they call them brothels, and it's not in the city limits of Vegas in that particular county. It's like the next county over, and I've just heard all of this on the street. I just heard about this, but this is how it actually is. So like one county over, if you drive, and I think this story said it's like 70 miles where Lamar Odom was found, this next county over, they have legalized whorehouses. The technical term is brothels. Yes, Tree.
I mean, I'm going to say something that may surprise you. To be honest with you, like, they need to legalize it everywhere because...
Whoa. Wait a minute, Aunt Esther.
No. This is real talk here.
Okay.
The government has no business telling people where they can fling their cat, get their vitamin D. It's not up to the government to decide that. So while I wouldn't choose that as my lifestyle, shout out to Nevada for understanding that that's that woman's body.
Yeah.
And she can do what she wants with it.
In theory, I 100% agree with you. I didn't know we were going to start this social conversation on whores and whorehouses in America, but I agree with you, Tree.
I'm telling you, just stop it, government, and legalize the kitty.
Legalize. Wait a minute. I think we got a new moniker now for the show. Legalize the kitty.
Sports Talk. Straight, no chaser.
Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners, over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TreeAtTheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
Warriors, stand up, stand up. From hood to hood, it's for my real good, my real, for my real ratchetness to the fullest. Yeah, try me. Yeah, it's for my real. It's for my real. It's for my real. Let's get him. Take his breath away. Forget him. Take his breath away. Get him. Take his breath away. Forget him. Take his breath away. Take your breath away. Take your breath away. Take your breath away. Take your breath away. You should just step away and know you're just a step away. You were just a breath away from me taking your breath away. So get him. Take his breath away. Forget him. Take his breath away. Forget him.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. You hear this track in the background? It's entitled Get 'Em, obviously, from a group out of Jersey called Young Gifted, actually from New Brunswick, New Jersey. Got an old school flavor. I like this.
It's like dog. You don't get it. Flow is gothic. I shoot the type of gun you shoot with one eye open, one eye closed. I suppose they're Illuminati. Triangle. I try and angle my angels. No star space.
Name of the group is Young Gifted from New Brunswick, New Jersey. Is that Brick City? Or is Newark Brick City? Or is Jersey City Brick City? Or is Patterson Brick City? I'm not exactly sure. But they're from New Brunswick, New Jersey, man. The track, once again, is called Get 'Em. You can check them out online at Young Gifted 3000 on Twitter and on Facebook.com/young.gifted.58. Shouts out to Young Gifted. That's what's up. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. Everyone has a story to tell, but only a few decide to share it with the world. All right? They say live your truth. No one tells you how difficult that can be when all you know is the church life, and you're doing the total opposite of what you've been taught. When a Woman Loves a Woman is a compelling memoir of a young woman who realizes that she must live her truth no matter what. This touching book sheds light from childhood to adult experiences, family traditions, first loves, and tomboyish ways. When a Woman Loves a Woman will take you deep into the mind, body, and soul of the author. Each page will have you wanting to know more. Check it out on Amazon.com. The book is called When a Woman Loves a Woman on Amazon.com. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Last night, the Titans and the Jaguars got it on, man. Jaguars get a big win. They're technically still in the race. They beat the Tennessee Titans 19-13. Congratulations to them. And I say they're technically still in the race. And there's no technically about it. They're right in the thick of things because of how bad that division is, the AFC South, for the last couple of years. Who was it? Who's it been? Has it been the NFC South? No, I don't think it's the NFC South. There's another division that had a real, maybe it was a couple of years ago. The NFC South had a team make it to the playoffs with a 7-9 record. But the AFC South this year, man, is just horrible. 4-5 record for the Indianapolis Colts leads that division. The Houston Texans are in this thing. They're at 4-5 as well. The Jacksonville Jaguars are at 4-6. So if Indianapolis loses to the Falcons this weekend and the Texans lose as well, the Jacksonville Jaguars will be at the top of that division. Yeah. So very interesting stuff right there. As they get the win last night. And I guess now this is going to be some type of theme. You remember last week, who was it last week that played in the game? It was the Texans. They played somebody else, and they both had on their dark-colored jerseys, but the colors were just like stupid bright. Somebody talked about color blindness, and there was a big controversy about that. Last night, the Jacksonville Jaguars had on like this old gold, I guess you would call it. And the Tennessee Titans, they both. See, because usually teams, even if they wear their dark-colored jersey, they'll have on a light-colored pants. You know, usually teams don't go all gold or all baby blue or whatever. And 2 weeks in a row, both teams have worn dark colors, pants and shirts. So I don't really have a problem with the colors. I have a problem with two teams wearing dark colors. And y'all know I hate the Jacksonville Jaguars helmet. But that old gold was fly as hell last night. Yes, it was. So last night, I had a big decision to make, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I had a big decision to make last night because, and I've talked about this, ad nauseum. But Ben Roethlisberger is my starting quarterback in the Doug Stewart Show Fantasy League. And Ben Roethlisberger, man, I just been having a real tough time with timing and injuries and buys. So Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown are on a bye this week. That's killing me. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So I had the decision to make on whether I was going to start Matt Hasselbeck, who's going to start this Sunday for the Indianapolis Colts against the Atlanta Falcons, or the guy I drafted as a backup, Marcus Mariota. And the last second, I'm telling you, 2 minutes before kickoff, I says, let me go ahead and put Mariota in there. This is why we drafted this young man, because we believed in him to carry our team for 1 week on the bye week when Roethlisberger couldn't play. And he pretty much came through last night, got me 18 points. Yes! Yes, sir! He got me 18 points. And then the good thing about it is I also started at tight end. My number one tight end is Delaney Walker, the tight end for the Tennessee Titans, and he actually did real good last night as well. So he got me 8 points, and that worked out. No, he actually got me 10 points. So that actually worked out, man. So happy that I played that youngin last night. I mean, he scored a running touchdown, a long running touchdown. That's all I needed him to do. They projected him to like 15 points. He got me 18. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy as a lark in the spring. I'm good with that. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. From Grego, he says, I'm working until the end of the show, and I'm off. From Uncle Mike, that old guy was fly, Doug. 06. If only they pick a damn helmet color. The old gold was fly. I like the old gold uniform last night. I definitely like the old gold. The The frat colors are royal purple and old gold. So I always like the old gold. That looked real nice last night. It looked different. A lot of teams in the NFL got red-based uniforms. A lot of teams in the NFL got black-based uniforms. A couple got green, Green Bay and Philadelphia. But nobody has a gold-based uniform. So I thought that was kind of fly last night as well. From Al Thompson, Doug making excuses for his pending loss. Whatever, Ninja. Is that who I'm playing? Am I playing you, Al Thompson? You dead man walking, shawty. You dead man walking. I feel good about my team this week. I'm telling you, I got good production out of a backup quarterback on the bye week for my starter. I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm good. I'm straight. If you know anything about fantasy football, I'm looking real good right now. From Cleo to 72, you never go full retard. What movie was that they were talking about full retard? Some type of slapstick comedy. Who we got here? From Fat Boy McCoon, those Jags jerseys were ugly. I disagree with you. We just talked about that. Somebody says, I thought GT was out there playing. Let's see. From Al Thompson's Gargamel Chef, always good luck. What are they talking about, Gargamel? Let's see. From the 47 Problem, Fat Boy McCoon, watch what you reading, bruh. From KC, if Uncle Mike gets BPA for Krispy Kreme comment, he will definitely know how it feels to be a real ninja getting convicted of something he didn't do. What do you mean he didn't do? Wait a minute. Wait. And I'm just reading this chat. What do you mean Uncle Mike didn't make the Krispy Kreme comment? I wrote it down. You remember I used my big-ass pencil and I wrote his name down. Did I write it down wrong? Did I have like a football moment, a concussion moment? Let me know in the chat if I got Uncle Mike wrong. It's not Uncle Mike. I thought it was Uncle Mike. Let me know. From Corporate Brother, okay, woman on woman, Doug, you sponsored by RedTube. I'm not sponsored by RedTube now. No. Lady trying to sell books, man. Check it out on Amazon. When a woman loves a woman. From Chef Ivan the Great, about to ride to ATL with my girlfriend to pick up my daughter from baby mama, a.k.a. Gargamel. Wish me okay, that's funny. That's right. That's funny. Yeah, I know how that is, man. One of the greatest days in my life, man, is when my daughter turned 18. I had a ceremony where I burned up the child support papers. Yes, I did. Yes, sir. Ninja got a big-ass raise from that. Know how I feel, bruh. From Togo, Uganda, he says, Newark is Brick City. Brunswick is where Rutgers is. Let's see. From Cleo to 72. Sorry about your lost, Dollars. Man, what happened? What happened, Dollars? Stewie's welcome back, Dollars. Sorry about your lost, Dollars. Dollars and cents must have lost somebody, man. Condolences, brother, if you did. From Ducking and Dodging, Newark is Brick City. All right, yeah, so Newark is Brick City. I get my Brick Cities all confused all the time. And you're listening to The Doug Stewart Show. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. Don't forget, in about 18 minutes, we're going to talk to Jose Santiago from FightNews.com. We'll preview that fight, get his thoughts on it. There's some civil unrest in Baton Rouge with the LSU Tigers. We'll talk about that. And obviously, we'll talk about the 4 biggest games this weekend. In my eyes, I call it the Funky 4. Don't forget, tune into the 2 Live Stews tomorrow morning. Wait, back up. The return of the 2 Live Stews tomorrow morning on 640 WGST. 11 a.m., as well as on iHeartRadio as well. Worldwide, shawty. The return of the 2 Live Stews continues. All right, when we get back from the break, hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, we'll talk a little bit about Les Miles and the LSU Tigers. Word on the street is he better win or go home. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play. So you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
Let me read more of this chat before I get out of here. Oh, my gosh. Okay, my man K3000. Yeah. If you're new to the show, K3000, he's kind of long-winded. We love him, though. So I guess this is why Tree's playing this music in the background. He says, Dougie, I feel you. People love making fun of people when they get caught doing something semi-wrong. Like receiving extra free shrimp, but they don't realize that a lot of these guys are effing starving and that they're effing restricted from even signing their name for gain. You give me a damn scholarship and I'm supposed to sign over all my damn rights, all my money-making potential, and if I don't comply, then you blackball me so that I can't make it to the next level to actually receive a check. GTFOH, he did a bunch of GTFOHs. CSI, this is the ish. I'm pissed off about too. That's like dude from Ohio State that actually went to court to get the rule changed and then got blackballed and lost at life. GTFOH, a lot of them. I'm totally with you, Dougie. I'm totally with you. Thank you, K3000. I'm with me too.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Hour number 2, baby. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. We're going to talk to Jose Santiago from FightNews.com a little bit later on today's show. As a matter of fact, in about 15 minutes. Stay tuned for that. Shouts out to the Kicking It with Kesey show, man. We aired it yesterday, immediately following my show. And I actually I think we're going to continue to do it that way, man, and expose some of my listeners in an easier fashion to some of the other shows on the network, man. Kesey had a real interesting conversation about old school hip-hop, man. Shouts out to my man Kesey with the Kicking It with Kesey show. I think the Poe Politicking show will be back next week right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. I think the plan is for next week to do the show Monday and Tuesday, and then we're going to be off just like y'all ninjas. Y'all off on Thanksgiving. Why can't I? On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then we'll be back on the following Monday as normal at 10 a.m. Eastern Time right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Speaking of which, man, did you or do you know, or maybe you have a company, a business, a product, maybe you got an event coming up and you want to get out to my listeners here on the network, on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Once again, it's close to 10,000 followers, man. We can help you out, man. We can interview you on my show, which I call kind of like an infomercial, promotional interview. We can promote you on our social media. We do voiceovers. And the big thing we're doing, man, is we're broadcasting other shows, as I just talked about, the Kicking It with Kesey show, the Poe Politicking show. We can host your event. I can speak at your event. We can play your music on the network. I mean, we do a ton of things, man. If you want to do business with me on the Doug Stewart Show and the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, you can do it two ways. You can just check me out on Fiverr.com with all the gigs that we have listed. That's Fiverr, and just search the Doug Stewart Show. Or you can just email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes! Yes, sir. We got close to 10,000 followers. Once again, we're trying to get over that 10,000 follower threshold. Over 300,000 listens. And not only can you advertise, I should have mentioned this earlier, not only can you advertise on the Doug Stewart Show, but you can also, if you email me directly at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com, you can also advertise on the 2 Live Stews as well. I'll give you details about how you can do that. So word on the street is Les Miles is on the hot seat. His ass is hot as fish grease right now. Once again, if he doesn't win and they don't finish out the season strong, they've lost 2 games in a row. If they don't get it done against Ole Miss this weekend, word on the street is that Ole Miss, that LSU, may be looking for a new coach. Had a tremendous good rundown there at LSU. But for all the talent that they have, if you really sit back and think about it, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, if you sit back and think about all the talent that has come through LSU during the years that Les Miles has been there, the fact that seemingly over the last couple of years they haven't been able to get a bona fide quarterback, and once again, you're talking about one of the top premier programs in college football, very underwhelming, and they call him Riverboat Les Miles or something like that because he's always taking these chances, does these trick plays. They expect a lot more down there at LSU. Like, they expect. It's crazy because I always talk about the mentality of Southern fans in comparison to Northeastern fans, in particular with the New York teams and their sports. They get on their teams. You know, if their teams aren't performing, and a lot of them don't perform, New York Knicks, they get on their teams. You know, they give their teams a hard way to go. But in the South, we're happy if the Georgia Bulldogs win 10 games. We're happy if the Atlanta Braves win a pennant, and that's not even happening anymore, or win the division. We're happy. We're okay with it. That's okay. It's fine. But that's not the way it is, and that's not the way it seems down in Baton Rouge with LSU. On their minds, they feel like they should win a national championship year in and year out, and a lot of times they have the talent to do it. And so Les Miles is on the hot seat. Now, word on the street is, and doing a little bit of research, is that there's been some conversation about Jimbo Fisher leaving Florida State and going to LSU. Early on in his career as being the head coach of Florida State, he felt that the university didn't put enough money in the football program and they weren't serious about winning football games as they used to be back in the day under Bobby Bowden. That's changed. They've won a national championship. They've been in contention for another one last year. So that's kind of changed. I don't know if that's going to be the narrative going forward with Jimbo Fisher. I think you got everything you need if you're a head coach in college football at Florida State. Great history, great facilities, great program. You can get the best talent out of the state of Florida. They won a national championship. I mean, his brand is big. Why would you want to leave? So there's all this conversation about who's going to be taking over these jobs. They're still trying to find a head coach down at the University of Miami. South Carolina's got an opening. You know what happened at Minnesota recently, where they, get a full-time guy and get rid of the interim there at Minnesota. So there's going to be a lot of high-profile job openings in the offseason this year in college football, and one of them may be at LSU. We will keep our eyes on that. Let me read some of your chat here, man. From Loose Neck Side, he says, I guess eating grass ain't working for Les Miles anymore. And you remember, what was it, a couple years ago when Les Miles was really on the hot seat, and I think they won a national championship or made it to a national championship or something. And the talk was that he was going to leave and go to Michigan State. Or was it Michigan? No, Michigan, I believe it was, because he's a grad and alumni and it just made a perfect fit. And he decided not to and stayed in LSU. I mean, it's hard to argue, a job in the SEC, and especially a fertile recruiting ground as Louisiana. It is to go to Michigan at the time when they were struggling. I kind of get it, but man, there's no place like home. And I'm sure he's probably wishing and thinking maybe he should have taken that job when he had the opportunity, because they're hard down there at LSU. And the fans of LSU, they want perfection. They want national championships. They're not happy with just winning 10 games. From Star-Lord says, I wish Georgia would like the fire under Mark Richt. His ass need to go. At least LSU is willing to do something different. And that's the whole thing. Don't get it twisted. I'm not, killing Mark Richt, but damn it, you got to do something different after 15 years. Everybody winning national championships around you. Florida, Auburn, Alabama, LSU, everybody winning national championships around you, and you got the best talent year in and year out. Every year in these recruiting little things that come out, you getting 4 or 5-star players out the wazoo. And damn it, I'm not happy with just winning games in the regular season. Not me. I don't got that attitude. I might be from the South, but I don't got that Southern mentality as far as these coaches and these programs, man. Damn it, it's about winning. It ain't about making it to the SEC championship. From Cleo to 72, Les should have been gone, at least according to the brothers in Louisiana barbershops. From Just Cool It, Les has missed 2 national championships for LSU. Just like you say about Georgia coach, if you want to be good, keep Les Miles, or national championships makes change. From Thorny Switch, I heard about this earlier this week. Les, if you're listening, call me. Huh? So Thorny, I think, is a fan of the Georgia Bulldogs. Les Miles to Georgia? I don't know about that. I don't like his gambling mentality, his riverboat gambler mentality that he has, man. From KC, since we out Wednesday, Friday next week, Doug might show up to work drunk on Tuesday. What are you talking about? From Dollars and Cents, he says, Doug, you need a fill-in ninja. Well, it's this thing, it's kind of the way my bank account's set up. Listen, man, let's keep it real. We don't have the budget of a quote-unquote traditional radio station. I mean, we are a radio station around here, but we don't have the budget of a traditional radio station to bring in fillers. Not only that, at most radio stations, unless you're ESPN and you got your own people on staff, you got limitless budget. Most radio stations, they don't have local talent on holidays. They usually play the national feed of the national station that supports them. Like when we were at that other station that we worked at, that's now out of business right now, as a matter of fact. At the time we were under Sporting News Radio. So during the holiday times, the local guys took off. And they just played the national radio show for 3-4 days or whatever it was. And they gave guys vacation days, So that's normal. What we do around here is because we don't have a budget for a fill-in or anybody, or we don't have a relationship with a national sports radio company. We play best ofs around here. But I'm telling you, the best ofs are better than that national crap you'll hear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So a lot of y'all won't be tuning in anyway. Let's just be honest. But if you have the opportunity and you're just riding around, belly full of turkey and Heinekens and alcohol like me and Ryan will be, tune into Stewart Media and Entertainment, man. All right? Read more of this chat here. I tell you what, we'll read more of the chat after we talk to my man Jose Santiago from FightNews.com coming up. We're going to get his thoughts on the fight, as well as, his thoughts on, I'm going to ask him about Ronda Rousey and what happened last week. I'm not sure if he's a UFC fan, but we'll ask him, man. Real knowledgeable fight guy, man. Don't go away. Keep it locked. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Jose Santiago, FightNews.com coming up next. In life, things happen, good and bad, and being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, What I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and number one independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search the Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree, at TreeAtTheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree@thedougstewartshow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your number one advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. And it is a fantastic, freaky, funny football Friday. But it's also a fight weekend Friday. That rhyme. That's alliteration. And so we're going to talk about the big fight this weekend. Canelo Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto. And joining me to do that is my man Jose Santiago from FightNews.com. Jose, what's up, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, Doug, how's it going, man? I'm doing great, doing absolutely fantastic. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. All right, so we got a big one this weekend, man, and I say a big one because, we fight fans, Jose, and because I give a lot of respect to Floyd Mayweather Jr., but I've acknowledged, I'm just like everybody else in America, Floyd's fights are real boring. But this fight this weekend right here, man, you are going to see a lot of hands flying this weekend. Miguel Cotto taking on Canelo Alvarez, man. Talk about this fight, and in particular, there's a big narrative out there about a Mexican fighter boxing and fighting a Puerto Rican fighter, and the styles and that these guys have, man. What are your thoughts about this big fight this weekend, and are you looking forward to it just as much as I am?
I am looking forward to it. You know, the Puerto Rican and Mexican rivalry, I mean, it dates back to the early 70s. You know, it's been a rivalry where, to be totally honest, for the most part, Mexicans have pretty much dominated the rivalry. But in a lot of cases, over the years, where Mexicans were supposed to win, a Puerto Rican would come in and would upset the Mexican. And because it is really the sport of both countries, boxing is just something that they've followed. It's a way for for both countries to exploit. Puerto Ricans and Mexicans aren't 6'10". Puerto Ricans and Mexicans aren't wide bodies where they can play the line and play any kind of football. We can't play basketball per se. We can play baseball, all right, but our bodies, for Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, our bodies are made for boxing, man, and that's why they produce so many good boxers. It's a way out of a impoverished situations for men of both countries to get out of that impoverished situation, and it's been like that for years. And because eventually, as both countries produce great boxers, they eventually meet on the big stage, which is exactly what's happening this Saturday.
Talking to Jose Santiago from FightNews.com. He also, man, works as a trainer at Delgado Boxing right here in the ATL. You can check them out online at DelgadoBoxing.net. You mentioned something to me, and we're going to get back to the fight here in a second, but you mentioned me coming down there and training. Brother, I am old as Methuselah. And you know what? I try to work out and stay in great shape. I'm actually in fantastic shape. And I do this master's track and all of this stuff, and I eat well, and I take supplements and all of that stuff. But I mean, boxers train on a different type level, and I don't want to get hit in my face, man, when I don't have to.
Well, see, that's one of the great things about Delgado Boxing is that one of the things that we do is I'm 43 years old, and I still train as a boxer. I've been doing it, since I was 17 years old. But I still train as a boxer, and I'm like you, Doug. I don't want to get punched in the face anymore. The great thing about Delgado Boxing is that we train people as fighters, but we don't train them to fight. So they're conditioning, and when they walk out of the gym, they spend a few months with us. And, you get guys like us, we're in our 40s. You get guys like us, go to the gym and start training like a fighter, and you give it 2 months, and you're walking around looking like a fighter. You're built like a fighter. You have the endurance of a fighter. So the open invitation is still there. You can come up with the excuses of age. I'm 43 years old. The age thing doesn't work, man. I need to see you at the gym.
We'll see. Hey, man, is this the biggest fight between a Mexican fighter and a Puerto Rican fighter since Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad?
It probably is. It really is. Now, the only difference here, Doug, is that when De La Hoya and Trinidad fought each other, they were at their prime. It was a fight that needed to happen, and it happened when they were both at their prime, both undefeated in the welterweight division. This fight is a little bit different. You have Miguel Cotto, who's been around for years. His heyday was really at 140 pounds. That's when Miguel Cotto was the undefeated fighter, couldn't be beat by anybody, was knocking everybody out. He's been around for a while. We're talking about a 36-year-old fighter who's been in there, he has 4 losses. Every time he's kind of stepped up at the new weight classes, the heavier weight classes, he's fallen a little bit short. And so this is prime for Saul Canelo Alvarez to take advantage of this fighter who's still out there doing something. He still has the name of Miguel Cotto, but I seriously believe that this is Saul Canelo Alvarez. It's his time to shine. And I just, if you ask me to pick a winner, my heart says Cotto because I am of Puerto Rican heritage, but my mind and my boxing knowledge says that Saul Canelo Alvarez is a 25-year-old beast right now. He's bigger, he's faster, he doesn't have more experience, but I think that Saul Canelo Alvarez is going to probably beat Miguel Cotto, and he's going to do it decisively.
Wow. Finishing up with Jose Santiago from FightNews.com. We're on the same page, man. HBO pay-per-view this weekend, 9 p.m. Eastern time at the Mandalay Bay. That's the one thing I miss about working for a big company and going to Vegas and being on HBO's dime. Damn it, I miss that.
There's nothing like being there live.
Right.
Even if you don't see it as well as you do on TV, there is nothing about the aura and the atmosphere of being at a live event.
All right, so Jose, we're on the same page, and I mentioned it earlier, man. You're talking about Miguel Cotto, who's 35 years old, about to be 36 years old. Alvarez is only 25. He's a young lion. I mentioned how I thought Floyd's biggest test, at least over the last 10 or so years, would be against Canelo Alvarez. Floyd handled him, but this kid is a beast. He is truly a beast, very accurate with his punches, very decisive hits with a bunch of power. I like Alvarez in this fight this weekend as well.
I do too. And one thing you have to realize is that, like most Mexicans, this kid is built like a tank. You could hit him with a shovel, and he isn't going anywhere. The only thing that Cotto may have on his side is the power. Regardless of how old you get, the power goes nowhere. If Cotto is able to land his devastating left hook to the body or to the head, and it shakes the young fellow, then the fight will become interesting. Because then Saul Canelo Alvarez has never been hit as hard as he will with a left hook like he will from Cotto. If Cotto connects with the left hook and Saul Canelo Alvarez reacts well and he doesn't get fazed by it, unanimous decision. No doubt about it, maybe even a late stoppage for Canelo. But if Cotto hurts him early in the fight and Canelo's young self says, okay, I don't want to get knocked out here, and he gets scared, that's when the fight will be interesting. That's when we see going into the 8th, 9th, all the way up to the 12th round, who outboxes who.
Wow. Hey, this is kind of like a bonus conversation. That fight's going to handle itself, man. I think everybody's excited to see that. And we're finishing up with Jose Santiago from FightNews.com here on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. And I should have asked you this beforehand, but I'm pretty sure you probably do have some knowledge. Maybe you saw the fight. Edwin Rodriguez and Mike Seals last weekend on Spike TV, light heavyweights. Mike Seals gets knocked out. There was like 3 or 4 knockdowns in this fight. What are your thoughts about Mike Seals? And the reason I'm asking you this question, we had him on the show. He's actually a frat brother of mine. He was undefeated until this fight. Very, very interesting fight. A lot of action. Like I said, a couple of knockdowns as well. What are your thoughts long-term for Mike Seals? Supposedly, he suffered a shoulder injury in the first round, wasn't able to use his left hand. What are your thoughts about Mike Seals and Edwin Rodriguez, who's now 28-1?
Well, Mike Seals is a good friend of mine. And I'll disclose some information. Mike Seals had a separated shoulder. His shoulder was separated a week before the fight. This was Mike Seals' opportunity. He has been around for a while, working his way up and begging and pleading for somebody with a name to fight him. He finally got the Edwin Rodriguez fight on national television, and he couldn't back out. It's the politics of boxing, because from the outside looking in, you say to yourself, why are you going to take a chance? You're a one-arm fighter, biggest fight of your career. Why are you going to take a chance and only fight him with one arm and lose the fight? From Mike Seals and his people's perspective, we'll go in there and give it all we got with one hand. We know that if we connect, we can probably knock him out. We're going to give it all we can with one arm. And if we don't win the fight, we're going to go down on our shield. We're going to go blow for blow with him.
And he damn sure almost knocked him out. I mean, if not for kind of a questionable ref count, I mean, Rodriguez was down for the count for a second there.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that that's Mike Seals' first loss, but that was his biggest win at the same time.
Right.
Everyone saw what Mike Seals is about, and everyone knows that he was injured. Everyone knows that he was injured. Obviously, he's getting hit by right hands, and his left arm is below his waist. His hand is below his waist, not even protecting himself because he couldn't pick up his arm. But that was his biggest win of his career, and it was a loss, Doug.
Wow.
Mike Seals is the real deal. That kid, if he can use his jab and set up his right hand, he will drop anybody in the light heavyweight division. So it's a big win for him. He'll never get a rematch again, because I can tell you right now, Edwin Rodriguez doesn't even want to be in the same room with Mike Seals, let alone get a rematch. Give him a rematch.
There it
is.
So
he won't get a rematch, but look out for that kid, Mike Seals, man. He's a big name, and he's got power in that right hand like nobody's business.
There it is. Hey, Jose, man, thank you so much for coming on and talking about the big fight this weekend, brother. We'll talk to you down the road.
All right, Doug. Take care. Have a good one.
There he is, Jose Santiago from FightNews.com, as well as training at Delgado Boxing, downtown ATL. Check Delgado Boxing out online at delgadoboxing.net. All right, when we get back from the break, man, the Ball Penis Award, we'll talk about the Funky Four, the 4 biggest games in football, 2 college, 2 pro. Maybe highlight a couple others as well, and do what we do. All right, Ball Penis coming up next here on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Live Stews are back on air every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on WGST. It's Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bruce Hagen at Hagen-Law.com for making it happen.
640 WGST in Atlanta. Search 640 WGST on iHeartRadio worldwide.
Yes! In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and number one independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your number one advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975 and work it out.
Penis tastes better boiled.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to begin our study of the male erection. We are adults. Now, I want everybody together to go ahead and say, penis, penis, penis.
Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better boiled.
Come on, y'all, say it.
No, man. P-nuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. P-nuts. P-E-A-N-U-T-S. P-nuts. Y'all know what the hell I was saying.
Come on, y'all, say it.
It's that time of the week. Have you gotten your Boiled Peanuts for You t-shirt from the Doug Stewart Show? If you haven't, shame on you. If you want to donate to this fine program and network and support independent radio and support us eating, go to thedougstewartshow.com. That's thedougstewartshow.com. Donate $20 or more, and we will send you your very own Boiled Peanuts for You t-shirt. Yes, sir. Can't beat it. All right, so this week, man, we are in full strength Ball Peanuts Award nomination mode. We aren't in that mode this week because Tree isn't here and we do a lot of stuff for it. And just to be quite honest with you, I totally forgot about the Ball Peanuts Award. So we had to do it ninja style. And just throw it together. So today, your nominees that we put together over the last hour, and I just got this one. I just added this one to the list, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The Los Angeles Clippers for blowing a 23-point lead last night to the Golden State Warriors. They're nominated for a Ball Peanuts Award. Until I see further evidence to the contrary, Uncle Mike, one of the Stewies in the chat room, is nominated for a Ball Peanuts Award for saying Krispy Kreme donuts are just okay. How dare you, sir? They keep telling me it wasn't Uncle Mike. Well, who the hell was it then? Until then, Uncle Mike pays the brunt of this award. He's going to be collateral damage. If y'all don't tell me who it was here in the next 20 seconds. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Ronda Rousey is nominated for a Ball Peanuts Award for, in effect, getting her ass whooped. And I mean whooped. And I forgot to ask Jose Santiago about that, damn it. But getting destroyed by Holly Holm this weekend. She talked cash-ish. And now you got people all over America and the world, in the sporting world, saying, give her a break, ease up on her. No, hell no. We clown you in America when you talk trash and you get your ass whooped. Yeah. So Ronda Rousey's nominated. Yes, sir. The Houston Rockets organization has been nominated for firing Kevin McHale. And this man just got a 3-year extension on his contract less than a year ago. And they won him 50 games 2 years in a row. The Rockets organization is nominated. We should have nominated Dwight Howard and James Harden to a lesser degree, but y'all just want to spread it around and just give it to the whole organization. They're nominated as well. And then lastly, Miss Rosemary. What's her name? Is it Rosemary? I think it is. We're going to call her Rosemary today, damn it. Miss Rosemary Plorin, the Tennessee Titans fan that wrote this letter to the Charlotte Observer, saying that she was offended, her and her kid were offended that Cam Newton thrust his pelvis into the atmosphere. You know what? So I'm going to pick this award today, and I got a good mind to give it to her ass for all of that foolishness. But the winner of this week's Ball Peanuts Award for the week ending November 22nd, and Tree ain't here, so it's the 22nd, 2015 is... I hate to do it, but... your Ball Peanuts Award winner is... Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike, you have won this week's Ball Peanuts Award. How dare you utter the phrase or the words out of your mouth in succession? Krispy Kreme is okay. So, Uncle Mike, you have really, really made Doug Stewart Show history, as you have won this week's Ball Peanuts Award. I mean, you had staunch competition this week, too. Ronda Rousey got her ass kicked after talking so much trash. Rosemary Plorin wrote a ridiculous letter to the newspaper. She ain't had nothing better to do. Houston Rockets organization. The Clippers blowing a 23-point lead. You beat all of them out. You know why? Because it's very disrespectful. I might even say blasphemous to talk negatively about the great Krispy Kreme, Uncle Mike. Laugh out loud. Doug, he's going to appeal. Damn it, ain't no appeal process on this show. Your ass is the winner. Forever and ever and ever. We're gonna put up a plaque with every winner of the Boiled Peanuts Award every week. And your name is now on that plaque, sir. A dubious distinction, I must say myself. I mean, a dubious distinction. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. From Chico the Alpha. So, Mike Barnes, you just got to be quiet. Laugh out loud. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. The Kicking It With Kesey show. The Ninja Uncle Mike Barnes. Ha, ha, ha. Y'all all the same. Blasphemer. Right. Blasphemer. You remember in studio audiences crunk up today. You remember in New Jack City? That last scene when Nino was walking out of the court and that old man walked up and said, "You die in hell, you charlatan, you blasphemer." He pulled out a little pistol. Shot Nino dead. Blasphemer. How dare you, Uncle Mike? How dare you? Ducking and dodging. Shout out to Uncle Mike. From Clay Davis's sheet advisor, Uncle Mike, just be happy we have you, the BPA, and not the EOD. Right. Last thing you want is that EOD, sir. So, yeah, consider yourself lucky that you didn't get that. That's no longer around. I mean, that ended so many careers, sir. Who we got here? You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Dobby, case of mistaken identity to the fullest. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. You got to speak up. You got to speak up. From Chuchi, oh my gosh, and BPA Doug on convicting the wrong brother. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all didn't give me the evidence, and this happens. Sometimes the wrong brother gets convicted. I don't think that's happened. Everybody always didn't. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. That's the first thing a ninja say when he get picked up by the police. It wasn't me. Whatever. We got you on tape, man. We got you on tape, Uncle Mike. You're stealing boxes on your day off. Yeah. So your ass is the Boiled Peanuts Award winner for this week. Weekend in November 22nd, 2015. We got you on tape. First thing the ninjas say, it wasn't me. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. We look alike. No, it was you, Uncle Mike. Thus, you will pay the penalty. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. It's you. It's you, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's you, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Not my mama, not my sister, but it's you, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Don't go away. Funky 4 coming up next. It's you. In life, things happen, good and bad. And being prepared is always important. If you're like me, a husband, a father, and protector of that family tree, then your family is the most important thing in the world. 95 million U.S. adults don't have protection in place. So, what I've done is put my protection in the hands of the largest and #1 independent financial services company in North America, and that's Primerica. They look out for middle America because they believe that offering the most competitive premiums only benefits the client and have been doing so since 1977. If you're a parent, husband, or wife and want to discuss options with one of Primerica's top reps, then call my guy, Greg Wynn, at 678-439-7172. Again, that's 678-439-7172, and he'll put your family first. And hey, tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! We're doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the Doug Stewart Show, and the biggest thing being broadcasting other shows. That's right, we're executive producing other shows and playing them on my network. You may have a fantastic show or podcast, but do you have listeners? We got listeners. Over 9,000 followers to the Doug Stewart Show on the Spreaker platform, as well as over 200,000 plus listens to the network itself. So here's what you do. Go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and search The Doug Stewart Show or Stewart Media and Entertainment and get all the details. Or just hit up the producer, Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com. That's spelled Trei. Tree at TheDougStewartShow.com, and come and do business with us on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. I had to do what I had to do, man. I had to handle my business. Uncle Mike, first time ever listener to receive the coveted or not coveted Boy Penis Award. I had to do it. I mean, it's tough being the boss, man, but I have to make boss decisions. And so, you step out of line and talking about the great Krispy Kreme, you got to get some ball penis around here, shorty. Yes, sir. And the studio audience appreciates it. They appreciate my realness. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. This weekend in the world of the NFL and college football, I'm gonna talk college first, man. The two biggest games I'm looking most forward to this weekend, man. Obviously, Michigan State taking on Ohio State. ABC, 3:30 p.m. kickoff. This has national championship implications. There's a lot of push right now. If you watch the Puppet Factory this morning, Mike and Mike, they had Ezekiel Elliott on, man. He's a good running back, man. He might be the best running back out of these guys we've been talking about this year. But they're pushing that Cat's Heisman candidacy along. So Michigan State, man, one of the teams that were talked about for making a run at a national championship this year, on the road, taking on Ohio State. Ohio State still 10-0, number 3 in the AP college football rankings, or the playoff rankings. So that's going to be a huge game. Connor Cook, Mississippi State, or Michigan State quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott, J.T. Barrett, quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes. That should be a very, very good one. I'm hoping Michigan State wins because I'm tired of Ohio State. It stole a national championship from Miami Hurricanes back in the day, and I just can't stand to see them continue to win games. Not an Urban Meyer fan at all as well. So let's go Michigan State. Also, 3:30 p.m. kickoff on CBS is LSU taking on Ole Miss. I talked about it a little bit earlier. There's some conversation that Les Miles is on the hot seat if they don't get it done. Leonard Fournette has, in effect, been shut down in the last couple of weeks. I want to see if Fournette can get it going. Even though right now he's not being talked about as winning the Heisman, it's real fickle how they talk about this Heisman thing, man. Leonard Fournette was a runaway landslide winner before the last couple of weeks. Now this man can't even get into the damn party, you know. I still think he's the best running back in college football. Can he get it back ticking or clicking this weekend against Ole Miss? Ole Miss 7-3, LSU 7-2. Those are the two biggest games this weekend in college football I'm looking most forward to. Obviously, in the NFL, the Atlanta Falcons, man, please pray for the Atlanta Falcons. Y'all know we tailgating this weekend, right? At the Georgia Dome, we will be tailgating across from the World Congress Center, Gate C. Just look for the Two Live Stews banner. The Falcons host the Indianapolis Colts. Colts struggling. No Andrew Luck. Matt Hasselbeck starting this weekend for the Colts. Taking on the Falcons. Falcons have lost 3 of their last 4. They got to turn it around real fast. Hopefully Vic Beasley can get in there and put some pressure under the old ass Matt Hasselbeck, who ain't ish anyway. And hopefully the Falcons can come away with a victory. I want to see if they try to implement Roddy White a little bit more in the offensive game plan. Does Julio Jones continue on this tear that he's been at this entire season? Except a couple of games. The last couple of games, they've kind of, put him at bay a little bit. But big game this weekend in the ATL. We'll be tailgating once again across from the World Congress Center, Gate C, down at the Georgia Dome with the Two Live Stews. All right. And the other game I'm looking kind of forward to, man. Big Smooth's team, man. The Minnesota Vikings hosting the Green Bay Packers. Fox TV, 4:25 p.m. kickoff. Packers really struggling the last couple of weeks. Aaron Rodgers has really come back to life, back to reality. The first time you've seen this for many, many years. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been a preeminent favorite for the MVP over the last couple of years. Something's going wrong. Something is really wrong with that Packers offense. Starks is the starting running back now. Eddie Lacy has been benched, but the Minnesota Vikings is the story. They're leading this division right now, 7-2 record. Teddy Bridgewater has been playing fantastic. Your boy Adrian Peterson looks like that he's Adrian Peterson from 2010. He's been reborn. I can't wait to see what happens in this game, man. I think it'd be pretty cool, man, if Bridgewater can take this team to the playoffs and they could have some success in the playoffs as well. I'm looking forward to that game as well. So there it is. Colts versus Falcons and Packers versus Vikings in the NFL. Yes, sir. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We got a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart. This is the Oklahoma Sigma.
Oklahoma Sigma, what up, baby? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good to get ready for this weekend. But man, I was calling in because I gotta bring to light this travesty, man, this miscarriage of justice you just perpetuate on this young man, Uncle Mike.
You want to go to jail, Oklahoma Sigma? Do you
man,
want?
You got the wrong guy. It was Mike Barnes.
Do you want to go to jail? Do you want to go to jail? Huh? Do you want to go to jail? Huh? Do you want to go to jail? You know how you in a car with your friend? And your friend about to go to jail, or you somewhere with your friend and your friend is about to go to jail, and you try to defend them. What the hell's going on with this phone? I apologize for that. You try to defend your friend, and the police always be like, shut up, you want to go to jail? Do you want to go to jail? In this case, do you want to turn your ass around and get shot because your boy went to jail? Because your boy got them ball peanuts? There it is. And if anybody call up here right now trying to defend Uncle Mike, who got his Ball Penis Award deservingly so, call up here right now then, damn it. 443-882-0338. Call up here and defend your boy. Law has been served. If there's no law, there's anarchy. And we will not have anarchy here on the Doug Stewart Show. I don't like my show with anarchy. We have to have some type of order around here. No, so damn it. If who the hell is this calling me? If you want to call up here and defend, throw this phone in the trash. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. If you want to call up here and defend a man who disrespected the Krispy Kreme franchise, you call up here then. 443-882-0338. I got something for your ass. Call on up here. I'll wait. Let's see if we get any calls. Call on up here. There you go. I like that right there. Call on up here. Yeah, caller. Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
What up, dog?
What's up? You calling up here to defend Uncle Mike?
No.
Oh, okay,
baby.
Okay,
I'm down for it. Hey, you know, I'm calling up because I'm sick and tired of you always down.
I'm sick and tired of you. I'm sick and tired of you, Vern. How about that? Call on up here then. Damn it, call up here. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Call up here. If you want to defend Uncle Mike for disrespecting the Krispy Kreme brand, if you want to call up here and defend Vern from Jersey for his silly talking ass, call on up here. Call up here. I'm waiting. We'll take calls the rest of the show. Call on up here. 404-382-0338. I ain't got nothing better to do. Call on up here. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Let's see. Call. I wait for the phone to ring. Call on up here. Call. Oh, there we go. We got somebody. Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
This is Julio. I do not like the way you're doing that show.
I don't like you. Oh, we got another caller. Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart, what's that?
What's up? Who's this?
T from Huntsville, sir.
T from Huntsville. What's up, baby?
Oh man.
Now wait. Are you calling up here to defend Uncle Mike?
I would defend him? No, but I was going to say, man, it's nice of you to challenge the police departments of the country when convicting and dishing out punishment.
Man, shut up with that. Turn your ass around, ninja. Nobody trying to hear nothing about that. I'm the police around here. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Hey, Doug, this is Leon.
Do you want to defend Uncle Mike, Leon?
Hey, I'm Krispy Kreme, too damn sweet, Doug.
That's you too damn sweet. Wait a minute. You too damn sweet. Oh, sweet ass. Turn your sweet ass around. Grab another call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Yeah, this is Melvin up, sir.
This is who?
I'm calling to defend those two fools. I'm calling to. You need to calm down, bro, and take us out with song.
You need to calm down. Don't tell me to calm down on my own show. No. He had a fair and honest trial, and he lost. As a matter of fact, he won some ball peanuts. Okay? Fair and square. Don't call up here. Matter of fact, call on up here. If you want to defend Uncle Mike. Call on up here. I like this. Go ahead. Call. It wasn't me. It was my cousin. No, it wasn't your cousin. It was you. Go ahead, call. 443-820-338. You can also email me at doug@thedougshow.com. You can email me if you want. Call on up here. I'll wait. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I'll wait. Call. I thought not. Oh, wait a minute. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
BPA nomination for Doug.
BPA to your mama? Hey, man. Serve your time, Uncle Mike. Serve your time as the ball peanuts winner. Serve your time. Do your time, bruh. You got your peoples calling up here defending you? You the one uttered those words about Krispy Kreme. Ninja. Y'all call up here and be Malcolm X talking about some foolishness. You ain't gonna call up here and defend no Uncle Mike. Turn your ass around. Oh, Now my phone lit up. Y'all want to call and defend Uncle Mike? Well, damn it, you ain't doing it. It's Friday. We getting the hell out of here. Despite all of this foolishness, thank you for tuning in to the Doug Stewart Show. Stewies. Thank you to Tree, Waterhead, Dwayne Bassan, Gerald Oliveri. We'll do it again Monday. Same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. How dare you? How dare you, sir? We don't get down like that around here. Never, ever, ever disrespect the great Krispy Kreme. Y'all have a good weekend.